Hello, everyone. Good morning, beautiful people, or afternoon, evening, depending on where you're joining in. My name is Salma Jafri, and you're on this live stream on TubeBuddy's channel. So how's everyone doing today? I see people joining into the chat. Thank you so much, Rob, Ike, and of course, Andrew. How are you guys today? And thank you also for moderating this stream. And thank you to TubeBuddy for hosting this live stream and giving me this amazing topic today to work with. We're going to be talking about how to grow your YouTube channel with YouTube trends. So that's the topic, and I'm really excited to dive into it because it's something that I do on my channel. It's something I teach. It's something I have a lot of fun with. It's something that I think you would also really enjoy because YouTube trends are a great way to grow your channel and a great way to get new audiences to view your topics really fast. And jumping on trends is always really exciting, right? So we're going to dive into that. I have lots and lots of great content coming up for you guys today. Hi, We Are Lego. Hi, Harley Pebbly, Neo Gaming. Thank you guys so much for joining. Beanie Draws. Thank you guys so much for being here. So let's get started with this. And before we dive into today's topic, which is all about YouTube trends, let's talk about the elephant in the room, right? So what quarantine day are you guys on right now? Because I'm on day 7, quarantine or self-isolation, whatever you want to call it. So we started self-isolating about a week ago, exactly a week ago on Wednesday. So today is actually day 7 for us. But you guys let me know in the comments what day is it for you. If you haven't started, you can put day 0. And if you have, then I'd love to know how many days you've been in this new normal that we're all in, because it is quite interesting, isn't it? Some things have changed, even though I work from home. So, a lot of things haven't changed, but some things are kind of like trying to get used to them. Like, our daily schedule has shifted just a little bit because the kids are home and they're not in school. So that's been a bit of a shift. But other than that, I work from home. So it's been fairly okay for us. Andrew is on day 9. Rob's on day 14. Ike is saying it's been about a week. I hope you guys are doing okay. Beanie's like, I think I'm on day 12. We've lost track of time. Hasn't that happened? Like yeah, days are blurring together. Absolutely. I never went on one before, so I'm on day 5,000. Awesome. Yeah, I know what you guys, literally I have to look at the date and the calendar every day because I have no idea half the time what day or date it is right now. But yeah. So that's good. Everyone's doing well. So let's get this show on the road, shall we? So the way that I've structured today's live stream is that I do have a presentation that I want to share with you so you guys get to see a little bit of the back end of how things are happening. And also a little bit, you can take notes, you can do screenshots, you can do, take a screenshot of the screen if you find something interesting and you want to remember it. And of course, you can come back and watch the replay of this live stream as well. So we're going to be talking about how to use YouTube trends in this particular climate. And one of the reasons why it's so important to be talking about YouTube trends right now is because while we're growing our channels, we make 2 types of content. We're making either evergreen content or we're making topical content, which is relevant and useful information that people can use right away or enjoy right away. Right. And so evergreen content is great for the long-term growth of your channel. And it's absolutely great for having that, videos getting views like months and years later, which is amazing to see. And it's like great for everything, audience building, income, authority, everything. But sometimes you want to have trendy topics that are more topical and you want to be able to jump on those trends. And that's a great way to grow a faster audience and also to maybe grow an audience that is new and doesn't know about your channel yet. Right. So let me know what you guys think of that. Hi, Keyside Gaming, Google Tech, Pauline, thank you so much for joining. Chrissy Mack, Relaxing Music, Angie Graphics. Thank you guys for being here. Let me know in the comments how many of you use YouTube trends right now, or how many of you jump on YouTube trends? And if you don't know, let me know that as well, that you'd like to learn how to use trending topics. Hi, Daniel, good to see you here. So I want to talk a little bit about how we get on trends, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen here and I'm going to start with this. Let me make this full screen for you guys. You can see it more clearly. So what I'm going to do is take you guys through researching a topic and finding trends and how to find trends to making an actual video with that particular trending topic in mind, right? If that sounds good, give me a thumbs up and let me start. All right. Now, here's the thing. Wonderful thing with trending topics is that there are new topics coming up literally all the time. And especially right now, there is so many new things to talk about and new topics to explore. And if you're thinking, well, this is not my niche, or I'm, not really into the whole medical situation and the global health crisis right now, let me put a different spin on things for you, because I'm going to use this as an example of trending topics, right? And let me show you how you can use just about anything trending and tie it back into your niche. So 3 things I want to get clear right away. First of all, you want to create content around your niche, but you want to create it with integrity. So this is not about any kind of weird, tactics. It's not about any kind of sleazy stuff or spammy stuff. This is about creating content that is in your niche, that is authentic, and you do it with integrity. And you also want to be helpful and not insensitive. So you don't want to appear like a tone-deaf person in this time of crisis right now. So everyone is going through a lot of things. Feelings are everywhere, right? Everyone's experiencing different things, and there's anxiety and lots of emotions up in the air. So you want to be helpful, and you don't want to appear insensitive. But you also want to grow your channel. You want to, you want to do business as usual. You want to keep as normal as possible. You want to make sure that you keep growing. Because really, I think for content creators, this is the time to grow your audiences. Maybe not so much hard sell, but definitely grow your follower base, grow your audience. And the best way to do that is to create content. And I am seeing this on my channel, as well as a lot of my clients' channels, that they're creating trending topic videos right now, and they are growing. My own views have tripled in the last 2 weeks, just in the last 2 weeks, just by jumping on trends, by using trending hashtags, by creating content that is timely, topical, helpful, sensitive, right? So I want to show you how to do that today. And that's what we're going to be covering today. Okay, so there are 3 types of trends, and I'm using Google Trends here to show you the graph version of how trends look like. There's the evergreen trends, which are topics that pretty much have demand all year round, such as video marketing, right? And then there are peaked trends. You don't want to make videos on these, because these are trends that came and they have left, they've gone, they were fads, they're not popular anymore, and you don't want to be creating videos around that because they have already peaked. Now, the third kind is the kind that we're going to be focusing on. So these are rising trends. So anytime you see a graph like this, which is wasn't much interest before, and now maybe in the last couple of weeks, in the last few months, in the last few days, there has suddenly been interest in those topics. You want to kind of grab them at this mark where the arrow is. You kind of want to see, okay, this looks like it's rising, and you want to jump on that trend as it starts to rise. So I'm going to show you how to find topics like that. Okay, so Andrew saying you can also see the same information within TubeBuddy. Absolutely right, because TubeBuddy integrates with Google Trends. So you can absolutely do this research. And I do have some TubeBuddy examples coming up further into our training today. So thank you for that. Sarah's asking, so is this Google Trends? Is that linked to YouTube trending at all? So that's a really great question, Sarah. And what I want to show here is how you can do the research in Google Trends and then apply it to YouTube. Even though in this particular example, you'll see that the 4th field from the left, so it's worldwide, the date, categories, and then the 4th one says YouTube search. So you can actually filter by YouTube trends inside Google Trends. So there are a couple of categories here. And if you want YouTube specific trending topics, then you just choose YouTube from the drop-down menu in that field, and you're going to get YouTube trends. So that's another great tip. Thank you so much for helping me mention that, actually. Okay. I like bread. I need to notice when it rises. Okay. How to find more views. Okay, Beanie's saying, I still have my fidget spinner. I hope you're going to get really, really innovative with how you're going to make videos around fidget spinners now. But maybe you can take that as a challenge. All right, so now that we know that we want to catch a trend as it's rising, let's see how we can do that. So step one is to find these trending topics. And where are you going to find them? You got to be in the know. You got to have your finger on the pulse. So what do I mean by that? You have to be really entrenched in your niche. You've got to be doing things like maybe having some kind of news alerts inside your niche, maybe following influencers inside your industry. You can do this really easily. You can do this on Google Alerts. You can set those up for your industry. You can do this on Google News. You can set that up to give you news on specific topics. You can do Talkwalker alerts. You can do Google Alerts. You can do Twitter alerts as well, or just being on Twitter and following people in your niche, in your industry, who are talking about whatever things are that you want to be talking about. So the first step is really to be in it, all in. You have your eyes are open, your ears are open, you're listening, you are taking in what's happening around you, you are aware of your circumstances, you are listening to your audience. Really, you are just open to listening. So listening is really the first skill that you need to have in order to see and spot when certain topics are trending. And as you get better at listening, you'll start to see trending topics earlier and earlier and earlier, and you'll be able to catch them at the right time. Okay, and I'm also going to give you some websites that you can go to for some help. So one of the first ones is Google Trends, as I just mentioned a few minutes ago as well. And you can use this website to compare different terms. So you can find trending topics by typing in more than one as well. And you can see, okay, you know what, is this trending more or is this trending more? Or write it in different ways and see which one is trending more. I remember I did this search for a client once in Asia. In Asia, mostly people don't say mobile phones, they say cell phones. And we did this Google Trend search, and he decided to make videos saying cell phones instead of mobile phones because his market was in Asia. And so I find this a really good way to identify the exact terminologies that are trending and the exact terminologies that you should be using in your videos. So I have another website for you. It's called explodingtopics.com. This website is by Brian Dean. Those in the SEO world, raise your hand, you know of Brian Dean. And he runs this website, and I love it because, again, it surfaces, like they say, exploding topics. So topics that are not yet peaked, but they're about to. They also show topics that have peaked. Those are in red. Then the exploding topics are in green, and then the regular ones are in blue. So that's a great site to sort of go to. And then they have different categories that you can filter by. They have timelines you can filter by as well. So that's another website you can use to identify trending topics as they start to trend, because really you want to catch the trend as it's happening. So Exploding Topics is absolutely killer. They also have a newsletter that you can subscribe to, and that's an easy way to sort of keep on top of trends. And inside the newsletter, they give you actual information on how you can use that topic. So it's not just, hey, here's a list of topics. They actually go and say, oh, you know what, the difficulty of ranking this is this much, or this is the subtopic that people are discussing inside here. So I really like that analytical approach to it, and I really think that my data mind is in heaven. I'm like stats nerd, #stats nerd, guys. So I love all of this data stuff, and I just love diving into, okay, what is the landscape looking like right now? So I'm glad that's my full-time job. So that's fun. But you guys can use Google Trends and Exploding Topics to find trending topics. So what happens once you have found a topic that you like? Oh, Twitter Trends is another one. So I like doing like a worldwide Twitter trend search. So that's kind of how I discovered that Prince Charles has coronavirus today when I was on Twitter Trends. I should not be laughing. I don't know why I just laughed at that. No, it is not funny. But Twitter Trends is a good way to also know what things are trending or what things are being talked about. So this is more on the conversational side rather than on the search side. But yeah, and then you could also filter this by your region. You could filter it by your country. Or you could just tell Twitter to filter it for you based on who you're following and where you're based. So there are different ways of filtering your Twitter trends as well. And Graham Hayes saying, never knew you could track trends like this. Well, now you know. You're welcome. Yes, awesome tutorial today. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Beanie Draws. Twitter trends is probably too short-lived, I think. You know, I'm going to get to that, Beanie. Thanks for mentioning that. We're going to get to when you should be making these videos. Yes, I'm learning so much. Stats nerd, Susie. Thank you. A fellow stat nerd in the house. Amazing. All right, guys. Thank you so much. If you are enjoying this live stream, make sure you give it a thumbs up and also share it out on your network because it is filled with gems. I kid you not. All right, so let's move on to what happens after you have found these amazing trends. So you want to research your trending topic, right? And what do I mean by research? Typically, how I like to do research is, a little bit beyond Google. I like to go deep into YouTube for the next step. So I want to type that trending topic inside YouTube, and I want to see, all right, what videos exist on this right now? And I'll watch a few of those videos. Then I'm going to get really analytical. I'm going to be thinking about, okay, what are the titles? Are they long titles? Are they short titles? What kind of words are they using along with the main trending topic? I'm going to look at their thumbnails. What kind of thumbnails are people using around that trending topic? And this is the really ninja killer move. You want to read their comments. This is like a gold mine of information. You want to go into, let's say, the top 5 or the top 10 videos that come up for that trending topic on YouTube. So now you're on YouTube, okay? And you're looking at YouTube videos, you're looking at titles and thumbnails, you're looking at comments, and you're reading the comments and you're seeing what are people remarking on? Like, what are they enjoying the most? And what are they saying they wish they knew more about? So you're trying to identify what's missing from this video. Because remember, your job is to insert your video into that trending topic in a way that gives value. More information, something different, your opinion, something that is not already being done before. So you want to identify gaps here, okay? All right, so what you want to do, how you do this is I chose an example. So I typed in quarantine activities. And how did I know to type this in? Because of step 1, because I'm listening. I'm understanding what is going on in the world right now. What are people talking about, right? So when I type in quarantine activities, it's not a fluke. It's because my brain is processing the data that's all around me and it's seeing these trends. And as you can see, that quarantine activities is just on the cusp of trending right now. The dotted line going up means that Google is predicting this topic is rising in popularity. So if we get this topic right now, we are going to be at the right time to make videos around this topic. Like, this is the perfect time. This example is the perfect example of how to catch a trend as it's happening, as it's building up momentum, as it's building up steam. So you want to keep your eye on your niche and see what are people talking about. So when I type in quarantine activities into Google Trends, that's the first step. And I confirm, yes, it is trending. And then the next thing I want to do is go into YouTube and just simply type in what I'm going to start to call my focus keyword. Okay, so so quarantine activities is now going to be my focus keyword. I'm going to type that in and I'm going to start to look at how are people titling their videos and what are the kind of thumbnails that they're making. So I hope you can see this, but if you can't, I'll read some of these out. Fun things to do during quarantine. Quarantine activities for metalheads. Top 15 things to do while quarantined. Quarantine activities. Quarantine activities, things to do when you're bored while being in quarantine. 40 things to do when bored. 10 things to do when you're stuck at home. So a lot of the top top, let's say, what are these? 3, 4, 5, 6, the top, or 7. So the top 7 results are all focusing on fun. They're all focusing on boredom. They're all focusing on you're stuck at home. So there's a particular trend that you can see in all of these as well, right? So you can see that they're all sort of trying to lighten the mood, trying to give people things to do. And then one of them is really niched, quarantine activities for metalheads. So that's really niche for their particular genre. Then you're looking at the thumbnails. So the thumbnails are all over the place for this one, but they are kind of focusing on the activity side of it, except for that one with the mask and all of that stuff going on. So he's really taking quarantine literally. But the rest of them are sort of like focusing on the activities that you could do in quarantine. So you're getting ideas from that and you're thinking, okay, well, I want to do something different than all of this, but also something similar that would fit in with these kind of videos. When people look there, it's not like completely different either. So you're starting to take a lot of input at this stage, right? No output yet. We're just starting to take an input. Okay. The next thing you want to do is look in the comments section. So I looked into one of these videos and the predominant comment was, you guys are hilarious. Love the ending. You're way too funny. The ending was epic. I died. You guys are so funny. The ending is hilarious. So this video is focusing on lightening the mood. It's focusing on comedy. It's focusing on, just having a good time while you're quarantined. So it's focusing on trying to not go stir crazy and insane while you're stuck at home and self-isolating. So that is what this particular. So you want to look at different comments and see what are people saying about this video that you would also want to emulate. So do you want your audience to have a good laugh? Then maybe this video might be something you might want to emulate on and build on. And this might be the kind of trending topic you might want to make a video on as well. So again, at this point, you're taking in all of this data and you're thinking, okay, how should I treat this topic? What should I do with it? So you're just taking in all of this research. Okay, I'm going to look at the comments for a second. I'm going to stop the screen share. And I want to ask you guys, what has been most valuable so far for you? So, so far what we've discussed is we've discussed using, stop the screen share. Okay. So far we've discussed using websites such as Google Trends and explodingtopics.com. We've discussed being, in the know, having your finger on the pulse, and we've discussed a little bit about research. So what has been the most valuable aha moment takeaway for you so far from this training? Hey, Leela, good to see you. Donut Dude, yay, super deep tech, hello. Sarah Dawn is saying, realizing you can specifically search YouTube trends. Yes, that is a win. Good job, Sarah. Trying to cope. Is comedy more important than ever? Are you asking or saying? Because I'm agreeing with you there. Making light of the topic. Yes. All righty. Exploding topics is super new, so I'll put my vote there. Yes, Daniel. Nicole, excluding topics was valuable. So it's exploding, but who knows? Maybe there'll be a site called excluding topics soon too. All right. What actually before YouTube used to make videos viral? How to spot trends. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. All right. So, okay. That is good to know, guys. You guys are enjoying that. Trends exist and so easy, free to access, obviously. Who else is watching this while eating tacos? Who else is watching this while drinking green tea? I might be the only one. Yes, if you're enjoying this live stream, thumbs up, please. Give it a like. And I think you should share it out. This is valuable information. If you got something that made you say, hang on, that was interesting, that's your cue to share it out. All right. Yes. Okay. I've just got coffee and just finished a muffin. Awesome. You guys are really getting into the work from home scene, huh? or some of us have been doing it a long time. All right, so let's get back to our presentation. Ta-da-da. Let me share my screen. Okay, really happy to know that you guys are enjoying it so far. So the next thing we're going to do is we want to keyword optimize our video. So we have found a trending topic. We have done our research. We've looked at the competitors. We've analyzed their thumbnails. We've looked at the kind of titles they've used. We've looked at inside the comments, and we're starting to get an idea of what kind of topics, what kind of videos people are making around this trending topic. Okay, now it's time to think of our video. What are we going to do? And the first thing I like to do is optimize for search, because trending topics are things that by definition are being searched for more. So they are being searched for more right now. They are in heavy demand, and demand to me immediately means search. So you want to make sure that you are optimizing for search by doing these things. So the first thing we want to do is niche down to a focus keyword. Okay, so this is a term I use when I work with my clients, and we define one keyword, which is called a focus keyword, that we want to rank the video for. Now, there might be other secondary keywords, there might be other things that might actually rank the video, but that is the keyword we want to focus on. I'm going to show you how to choose that keyword. Okay, then you want to determine if you can actually rank for that focus keyword. And then once you have determined that you can rank, you want to add that focus keyword to everything: your title, your tags, your description, and your actual video, which I call the audio over here. So you're actually saying your focus keyword out loud as well. Okay, let's see how we're going to do that. So for quarantine activities, I am now inside TubeBuddy's Keyword Explorer. Great tool. Hope you guys are using it and getting all the value out of it, because I certainly do. I'm inside this tool pretty much every hour on the hour. Is that kind of weird to admit? But yeah, I love it. So, and it's really helpful because I want to know what I can rank for and what my clients' videos can rank for. So I go inside Keyword Explorer by TubeBuddy and I type in quarantine activities, and straight away I get like a good rating. And this is the weighted version. So it's telling me for my channel. So it's saying there are 76,000 videos in the search results. So that is my competition. So I'm going to be competing against 76,000 videos if I make a video titled quarantine activities, which is not bad. My channel is a okay sized channel, and I could probably compete and probably be on the first page of YouTube for this, right? So not too bad at all. Now, I want to show you how you can sort of think about going a little one step further, right? You want to do a little bit more research and think how you can really niche down a topic. So I have another example for you. So in this way, I typed in quarantine activities, and then I went a little bit deeper and I said, what if I were to niche down by audience? So what if I were to say quarantine activities for kids? So remember, this video is not targeted at kids. It's still targeted at parents who have kids at home. Raise your hand, whoever's reality that is right now. It is definitely mine. So my kids are at home. Schools are closed. They have been closed for most of March. So I might be really interested in something like this, right? So quarantine activities for kids, and I go from good to excellent, as you can see on the radar there. And now instead of 67,000 videos, I'm only competing against 22,000 videos, and my topic becomes more niche. Excuse me. And the other thing is that I'm going to be ranking for this a lot easier. This is going to be way easier for my channel to rank for than just quarantine activities. It's more specific. It's more geared towards parents. And even though this is not a video I would make on my channel, because this is not really the kind of stuff I talk about, but if I were to make this video, you can see it would be really easy for me to rank for this topic. Okay, so this is how you determine your focus keyword. You take a trending topic like quarantine activities, you put that in, and then you sort of try and see how you can better the results of your score analysis here. You want to have less competition, and you want to give yourself a higher chance to rank. Okay. I think I'm too old to ever rank for that tag. My daughter is at home. You guys are so funny. Okay, again, parents are the ones searching. Yes, thank you, Andrew. So that makes sense. TubeBuddy is crazily awesome, says Nimatu. I so agree with you. That makes perfect sense. Okay. So looks like you guys are having too much fun in the chat. All right. Let's move on. Yes. Once I have this focus keyword, so it's quarantine activities for kids, I'm still inside TubeBuddy's Keyword Explorer. Now, instead of the summary tab, I've moved to the results tab. And you can see there is only one exact match in the top results. There is literally only one video which has this exact focus keyword phrase, quarantine activities for kids. Okay, so that means, again, it's going to be fairly easy with a couple of caveats to rank for this. And I'm going to tell you those caveats in just a second. So what this means is that if you title your video quarantine activities for kids, and then maybe you can add to that, you can do free or easy or for toddlers, or, you know, without screen time. So you can add words to that, but you're trying to optimize for quarantine activities. Remember, that is our focus keyword, and we've added for kids to niche it down a little bit and to become a little bit more audience specific. So what you're going to do is you're going to put quarantine activities for kids in your title as is. You're going to put it in your tags. You're going to put it in your description. And I have a tip for you regarding tags. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to one of the videos that is ranking for this. So for quarantine activities for kids, you're going to go to the video. And if you have TubeBuddy installed, you'll be able to see the tags for that video. And again, if you have TubeBuddy installed, you can copy those tags. Now, here's where you have to be careful. You have to make sure that all the tags are actually going to be relevant for the video that you're going to be creating. So you absolutely never want to use irrelevant tags, okay? Which is why you want to only search for relevant videos. So you're actually searching for videos, in this case, quarantine activities for kids, and you are making sure that all of these tags are relevant to the video that you will be making. If they're not, you can copy them, but delete the ones that are not relevant, right? So this is a great way to take a trending topic and not have to really think up of tags from scratch. So what you're doing is you are hoping your chances of maybe being suggested next to that video, right? Because your topic is similar, you are targeting the same kind of audience, your tags are similar, your content might be a little bit similar as well. So you are making content in a particular niche for a particular audience. So these are parents who are stuck at home right now. They're bored. Their kids are driving them insane. And no, I'm joking. My kids are amazing. My kids are actually really, really good at playing together. No complaints. I am not complaining at all. Although I would love some quarantine activities. That's always welcome. You know, just interesting ways to keep them entertained. But other than that, this is a great way to take a look at the tags of the videos that are already ranking for the terms that you want to rank for within a trending topic niche, and you copy those tags and use them, remember, only if they're relevant. Okay. Salma, why weren't you on the women panel? Because I had another live stream that day and I cannot be in two places at once, even though I try. But thank you for asking. Have you had a free communication skills too? Yeah. Are these sites free? So you can use the free version of TubeBuddy to get some of this information, but I would highly, highly recommend. It's probably the only tool I recommend buying and purchasing to all of my clients. I just say, you know what, I'm only going to ask you to get one thing. I'm not going to ask you to buy a DSLR. I'm not going to ask you to buy a tripod. I'm not going to ask you to buy any kind of fancy gear or equipment, but I am going to ask you to buy TubeBuddy because I just think it's essential to getting your videos visible in search and then in suggested and doing all of this kind of research that I'm showing you right now. I just think that there is a lot of it that you could do on the free version, but I just think it's a kind of a no-brainer. All right. Let's move ahead. So we're on step 4, which is to create your video quickly. So the whole idea is that because it's a trending topic, demand for it is growing right now. Interest in it is growing right now. And Beanie, you asked, I think, I don't remember the exact question, but you asked something along the lines of, well, if it's trending, it'll die off really soon. And then like, what do you do with that, right? So this is the answer to that, this part. So you want to create your video quickly, and you want to capitalize on the trend while it's growing. So how quickly? Now, it depends on your frequency, but time is of the essence here, right? So I actually wrote this, get that video up within 24 to 48 hours, and then I changed it to within a week, because every industry is different and every trending topic is different. In this case, like, for example, all the topics that I'm seeing right now, like self-isolation and social distancing and quarantine, I think a week would be okay, because this will continue for a while. So it's not a topic that's going to go away tomorrow or even within a week, right? This might be a trending topic, maybe April and May. So each topic is different, each niche is different, each industry is different, but I would say get that video up within a week. If you can do within 24 to 48 hours, that would be even better. You are not looking at perfectionism, okay? Get that imperfect video up, because you need to capitalize on trends as they are rising. You don't want to be too late, because you're not going to get that surge in traffic by that point anymore. Okay, the second thing you want to focus on is your watch time, because ranking on YouTube is just step one. But to stay ranked on YouTube, people have to be watching your videos more than they're watching other videos that are ranking besides you. So watch time becomes all the more important. So you actually want to make videos that are entertaining and inspiring and keep people tuned in and keep people engaged. So you really, really want to make sure that your video does all of that, because all the other stuff we talked about, it'll get your video to the top spot, but you won't be able to hold on to that ranking unless you're also getting good watch time. And by good watch time, I mean better than your competitors. So you're looking at your competitors, and if you're a beginner, you want to make your video the same-ish kind of length as theirs, because a lot of times when people are looking at videos in their search bar, in their search results page, they're looking at time. So if one video is 7 minutes and another is 27 minutes, typically people go for the shorter video to watch. So if you don't have a very big audience yet, or a very loyal audience yet, then as a guideline, you can use the length of your competitors' videos that are already ranking. So if all the videos around quarantine activities for kids are, let's say, 11 minutes, then you sort of want to aim for that same-ish time frame. And you want to sort of factor that in when you're thinking about how you're going to be making your video. Okay? Okay. Step 5, which is our final step, is once you have made this video, you want to promote your video using trending hashtags. Okay, so how do we do that? So I mean, there's all this search stuff that you can do, and you can rank and all of that, but I think you should build some hype, especially for trending topics. I think that by nature, trending topics deserve that extra push, that extra hoopla, that confetti, that thing that, you know what, guys? Here it is. This is the talk of the town. Everyone wants to know. This is a hot button topic right now. So here's my video on this topic. I think you should build some hype around those, and you can do this in a way that's helpful, that shows people what they need to know. You can tap into pain points. You can be like, is this bothering you a lot right now? You can use all of that language. I like using hype building tactics on like Instagram, where I'll be like, coming soon, or put a countdown timer on when that video is about to be released, or just stuff like that. You can use Twitter to build hype. You can use your YouTube community page to build hype. You can use your YouTube stories to build hype. You can use your Facebook profile page, group, blah, 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 all of that to build hype. Whatever channels you have available to you, you want to use those, okay? And then you want to join relevant conversations, because trending topics have huge conversations going on around them. It's like a plethora. It's like a word cloud happening all around, right? So you want to join those relevant conversations. I like joining relevant conversations inside Facebook groups and on Twitter. So Twitter is a great place to join relevant conversations happening around trending topics. And then you want to share your video in those conversations, and you want to use your trending hashtags so that your video gets seen by people who are not in your network as well. So if I were to make this quarantine video, this quarantine activities video, I would share it with perhaps hashtags like quarantine life or stay home and other similar hashtags like that to give it a boost, to give it a chance to be seen, to give it more visibility. Because remember, it's trending. People are already interested in this topic. Demand is rising and it is exponentially rising. So you really want to capitalize on all of that and go all in with your promotion. Okay. Now, I want to give you some trends that I see happening right now based on what we're going through, what the entire world is collectively going through right now. Make soap at home. One of my clients is in this niche and she is killing it with this topic. Sew a face mask at home. All you crafters out there, anybody in the sewing niche, get on this topic. And there are so many variations of it. Find those. Cut your hair at home. This came about because my husband said, I'm not going to the barber. Can you cut my hair, Salma? And I'm like, let me get on Google Trends and see if that's trending. And sure enough, it is trending like crazy. Cut your hair at home and cut your own hair at home. Like, so it's both your own as well as other people's, you know, because barbers are like high touch, high contact, and we're practicing social distancing, all that. So quarantine activities is trending, homeschool is trending, run a virtual event is trending. One of my clients is in this space and he's just right now doing his keyword strategy. And oh my God, you guys know Zoom is having a heyday right now, but it's not just Zoom, it's other applications and other tech and other ideas of how to run a virtual event. It's all skyrocketing right now because it's such a hot topic. Greetings during pandemic, like we can't handshake anymore. So how do you greet people? So there's the elbow bump and then there's the namaste and then there's the Wakanda forever. Well, those are just the few off the top of my head. But yeah, those are trending right now. And of course, social distancing is trending. Figure out how you fit in, how you can join these conversations, because I guarantee you can join these conversations in some way or another, because this is not a exhaustive list. There are so many more, because every industry, every niche, every person is affected right now. Everyone is talking right now. So there are topics in your niche that are guaranteed to be trending topics. You just need to go and find them. I made a video on my channel just yesterday on 30 plus content ideas around the global pandemic. So you can go and check that out on my channel. I've also linked to it in the description below. And now let's head over to your questions. So let me minimize this, all of this, all of this. All right. Andrew, I'm going to bug you. So are we taking questions today? I'm just going to grow my hair and mosh out. Twitter is a giant dumpster fire right now. When is it not? Really, when is it not? Yeah. Yeah. You guys are nuts. Okay. Okay, let me see if we have any questions. I actually closed that particular window, so I'm going to go back there and see. Hang on. I'm listening, but also checking a bunch of stuff on the websites you mentioned. So take action, Graham. Absolutely. I'm all for taking action. Okay, there. Andrew just put the link in there. I think it's also in the description where you can go and see. Let's see. So you have any questions around trending topics? Now would be the time to ask them through the Google Forms link, which I am just opening up right now. I think that right now is a great time to, just create a lot of content. I know a lot of people are hesitant at this point, and the hesitancy comes from two things: fear and uncertainty. And I think that if you can understand how to create content and what kind of content to create, and then you can also figure out you can also figure out how you can be of service and how you can add value and how you can help, because I think it's really, really important to be able to create at this time. For me, it's a two-part thing. It keeps me out of boredom or depression or anxiety, because it's so easy to get into that. And creating is sort of a way for me to be helpful and to continue to add value. And the other thing is that it grows your channel. So why not, right? So absolutely. So let me just open this up. I think that it is really, really interesting to be able to be of service in these times. So I'm here in your responses. Okay. So this question is from Arab Top. Hi, is it possible to change the language in the program to French or Arabic? I'm not good at English only translation. So yes, absolutely, it is possible. And you can use TubeBuddy's translation features to translate your videos into, there's a whole host of languages, and also YouTube has all these translation features for you to use. So you know, the funny thing is that most of YouTube's audience, I forget the exact percentage, but most of YouTube's audience is not even English speakers. So you are looking at a huge audience depending on what your language is. And I think you should definitely explore making videos in your native language, using YouTube's translation features, and using TubeBuddy's translation features to translate your titles, your tags, and your descriptions as well. Okay, the next question is by Gaming Dude 22. How do you research trends through TubeBuddy? So if you go sign into TubeBuddy, go into Keyword Explorer, and then go into the trending tab. So you're going to see the Google Trends over there, and you could also do it directly on Google Trends website. And in the drop-down menu where it says Web Search, you can choose YouTube as your search category. So you can do it both ways. You can do it inside TubeBuddy, and you can do it inside Google Trends using the YouTube filter. So those are both the ways you can do it. All right, next question is by Graham Hay. What about cyclical topics, annual, worth going for? Absolutely. So, you know, if you have, like I saw this example once of somebody had a blog post on how to film fireworks, which peaked every 4th of July and then every 1st of Jan. So there are cyclical topics, of course, and those are great for getting that boost at the same time every year. So if you have like topics around Halloween or specific events in the world or specific calendar events, then absolutely you can go for that. And they are probably going to peak if it's a well-made video, it's probably going to peak every year around that time when people are searching for it. Okay, I think we're done with the questions. I'm going to jump in the chat for a second to see if you guys have any more questions. Evergreen content. Yes, evergreen content is always great because it's something that helps your channel grow long-term, and you don't really need to think too much about, you know, what the trend is. But I love doing, I think if you're going to do like a mixture of evergreen and trending topics, then I would say 80% evergreen and 20% trending. So yeah, so that's kind of how you do that. I have a lifestyle channel and I want to complete my watch time by using trends. Watch the replay of this video. So if you don't rank on YouTube, your videos don't even get seen, says Imperfect Fighters. Isn't that true for all content? Unless you already have a big following somewhere else and you can drive traffic from there. But other than that, either getting on search or suggested are two of the best ways to get your videos seen. I think that you can change where trends are coming from to in Keyword Explorer. These are awesome. Yes, yes, yes. Petri dish on your face, 3D, yeah, 3D printed face shields. Oh my God, that would be an interesting topic. So, oh, okay. How can I increase my channel search results? Okay, so I'm going to say that for those of you who still have questions around this, there is a ton of information on both TubeBuddy's YouTube channel and on my YouTube channel to get you sort of into the brainstorming phase, which I think is really important. I think aside from everything else, picking the right topic is paramount. Like, just getting to the right topic is half the battle. You have to get on that trend, identify it, know how to use it, know what you want to say on it, do your research, choose a focus keyword, make sure you can rank on it, and then go ahead and make that video. A lot of people first make the video and then try to fit it in somewhere. But I think that this is a more intentional way to do it. And I think the results are a lot better and more long lasting. So I'm going to end the stream now, but before I go, I'm going to ask you to share it out if you enjoyed it today. Definitely leave a thumbs up if you thought this was valuable, and keep watching more live streams on TubeBuddy. I hope to see you on this channel as well as over on my channel. Take care. Have a great rest of the week, whether it's in quarantine or you're having fun or you're working from home or whatever your new normal is right now. Thank you for tuning in today and adding so much value in the comments. Absolutely loved all the questions. Thank you for all the interaction. Thank you to TubeBuddy for hosting this. Thank you to all the mods who are excellent as always. Hope to see you guys all very soon. Have a great rest of your week. Thank you guys, and it's bye from me.